Welcome, Mr. Mayor.
Bill, thanks for having me.
All right, it's been a tumultuous, just action-packed 2 terms. Tell me, what's the highlight? What are the highlights? What are you most proud of in your time here?
You know, when I take an accounting of what we've done over the last 8 years, one stat that stands out to me that I'm very proud of is us being able to reduce poverty by 1/3, by 33% over the course of the last 8 years. We've been able to do that by breeding economic growth with economic opportunity. There are more people with more homes, more jobs, less poverty, and less crime. I'm very proud of that.
Now, and speaking of some big projects, for example, the Diamond District project is underway, but some of the other ones didn't come to fruition, like the Navy Hill, the reimagining of the area around the Coliseum, or the casino twice. How do you feel about taking on some of the big projects? Any regrets there and how it was managed or what the outcome was?
I've been telling folks I work way too hard to have any regrets. However, with the wisdom of hindsight, there are some things I would have done better. I'm proud that we've been able to say yes to the largest economic development project in Richmond's history with a $2.4 billion Diamond District with CarMax Field. But I do wish at times that we would have gone in the direction of Navy Hill as well. But we would not be where we are with the Diamond District when we didn't have Navy Hills first. So if I had another crack at it, Navy Hill would definitely be on the top of the list.
How about the way you're leaving City Hall for the next mayor, for Danny Avula? We've done a number of stories, Tyler Lane, as you know, on the city departments and their functioning, whether it's social services, DPU, public works, or finance. Tell me, what is the status of those departments in terms of their functionality? Because even your finance director this year at one time said it's kind of chaotic. She said we have not delivered to our customers the way she should on a recording that we heard. Tell me, what should Danny Avula and thus the taxpayers expect in terms of the functionality of these departments?
Well, Dr. Danny Avula, the next mayor of Richmond, is inheriting a city government that's far better than the city government I inherited some 8 years ago. We made an emphasis on core services, and that means your roads, there are more roads that are paved, there are more sidewalks that have been repaired, your alleys have been repaired, we've been able to pick up the bulk and brushed leaves and mattresses, things of that nature. The core services are strong, but what we need to continue to strengthen is customer service. You know, people don't want to be inconvenienced. They have busy days, and I get it. Being on the phone for an hour or getting your bill incorrect is problematic. Folks don't want to be inconvenienced, and I don't want to inconvenience anyone. And so if I think there's a place that we should strengthen a muscle, that is the customer service muscle. We definitely can do that, but I'm very proud of all the progress we've made on core services.
Well, let's talk about, for example, you've had 4 different police chiefs, one that you started with, Alfred Durham, 3 others since. They came during a tumultuous time. For example, William Smith, during that summer of 2020 with the protests following the murder of George Floyd, he made some inaccurate statements. Ultimately, he was replaced by Gerald Smith, who once suggested that the department had thwarted an alleged mass shooting incident at the Dogwood Dell, which you appeared to support at the time. Tell me about your relationship with public safety, with the police chiefs that you've had.
Well, first, before highlighting the police chiefs, let's highlight the fact that over the course of the last 8 years, we've seen violent crime go down by 26%. What a projection. We were in a city that's safer than it was 8 years ago. I'm very proud of that. And it takes good personnel to lead to get numbers like that. And Rick Edwards has been an excellent police chief. You know, I had the individuals who were police chief during those moments. They were obviously high performers. However, I think we landed in the right place with bringing in Rick Edwards as the police chief. It's my hope that he's going to be the chief here for the long term because he's an excellent leader of people over at RPD.
And one of the big issues facing every city across the country is affordable housing. And a number of the candidates before the election of the new mayor talked about affordable housing. The pandemic really skewed the market, sent prices skyrocketing, and of course with the interest rates rising, there ended up being no inventory. Is Richmond an affordable city for the people who work here, whether they're city workers, whether they're first responders, teachers? Is it affordable?
Affordability has always been our competitive advantage over other metros around the country, right? You think about Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, you name it. That has been our competitive advantage. However, with more and more people moving in and not having a lot of stock, or not a lot of supply, we are seeing prices for rents, the sale of homes go up and go up. So what we've done is we've been pretty proactive in terms of investing in more affordable housing. We've had 7,000 homes, affordable homes, either created or preserved under our watch. We've dedicated over $100 million towards affordable housing in terms of funding. That's a big deal. I think we have to continue to build, and build. I'm a big believer that abundance is the way we get our way out, get ourselves out of this, and that means we must add more supply.
All right, finally, on your way out, is there sadness? Is there regret? You're ready for a new adventure?
I am at peace. I am very proud of our body of work. Like I said, cutting the poverty rate by 1/3, our ability to remove those Confederate monuments as well, and increasing funding for Richmond Public Schools by nearly 60%. These are things I ran on as a young man at 35 years old some 8 years ago. To leave here at 43 and with the record that we are leaving with, I am at peace.
43 is still young, by the way.
Still young, yes.
Still young. All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good luck in your future
Thank you, Bill. I
endeavors.
appreciate it.